Hey guys, it's Ashley Park with IdeateTV, and I'm here with Loren Lester, who is the voice of Robin and Nightwing. So Loren, I just wanted to ask you, how'd you get started in the industry, voiceover?
Well, when I first started working years ago, if you were an actor, you did everything. You did commercials, TV shows, movies, voiceovers, wherever it was possible to get hired, you would go. Now it's more specialized. There are actors who are specifically voiceover actors, but back then you kind of did everything. So I was lucky. I was sent out on some auditions, and I booked a series called G.I. Joe, and that led to Defenders of the Earth, and that led to Batman, and the rest is history.
That's amazing. Well, I know the LA voiceover community is very small, so that's amazing you were able to jump in like that.
Well, at the time it was really small, really small. Now it's not small at all. In fact, a lot of people actually audition from their home studios. So it's actually a huge talent pool now. But it was much smaller before. We all knew each other. Now I don't know. There's a lot of people I don't know.
I understand that. Yeah, it's definitely an expanding industry. For Robin, can you tell me a little bit about how you got the role for that and what it was like?
Well, it was kind of one of the most coveted roles in town for someone my age, which was, I think I was about 20 at the time. So all the actors who were 20 who were in voiceover, they all auditioned for that. And I got what was called callbacks, where you get called back and then called back. And then I think after 2 callbacks, I finally booked it. And I got home, and my agent had left a message on my answering machine that said, "Hi, I'd like to speak with the new voice of Robin. Is he there?" So I was like, oh, wow. That was nice.
Oh my gosh, that must have been the most incredible feeling.
It was an incredible feeling, yeah.
And what are, other than that, obviously that's a big one, what are some of your other favorite projects that you've worked on?
Well, for voiceover, I've done a lot of other different things. You can see over here on this board here, if you want to take a picture of that. Also did the voice of Iron Fist. I was the first actor to voice Iron Fist. And I also did the Green Phantom. And on camera, my favorite film that I ever did was with Wes Craven, who just passed away. I did a film called Red Eye, which is a suspense film on an airplane. So
I've seen it.
Yeah, so that was a thrill. And then on television, I was on Curb Your Enthusiasm. And I was also a regular on a show called Hung, which was on for several seasons on HBO. So those were all really fun projects. I like to do comedy, so those are fun. And I have kids, and so I did a lot of kids shows like Victorious and Good Luck Charlie. So their friends always recognized me, like, oh, you were on the TV, which is kind of cool.
That's awesome. Well, I'm such a fan of those kinds of shows, so trust me, I understand. And then, what other projects are you working on right now?
Well, I just did a film that's going to be coming out, but I can't talk about it because you have to sign these non-disclosure agreements. And I can be seen in a lot of commercials that are airing as well. And constantly working in television. Last year I did Bones and Parenthood, and so it's constantly stuff coming up on TV.
It's so amazing to be a working actor. I think that's just like a dream for so many actors in LA.
It is. It gets harder and harder and harder, though. It doesn't get easier, it just gets harder.
I completely understand. And lastly, for actors out there who maybe want to go into voiceover, do you have any advice for them? Because it can be a tough industry to get, well, all of it is, but it can be really tough to get into that.
My advice is don't do it. No, I'm kidding. It's very, very important that you get training, because this is a very specific skill. You can get all kinds of acting training and be a wonderful actor, but not have the skill set necessary to do voiceovers, to create characters. So there's some great classes in Los Angeles, and I suggest that anybody wanting to get in, don't jump in and make a demo tape or spend money on things like that, or try to get an agent, or get some really good training.
That's wonderful advice. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm Ashley Park with IdeateTV.